Hey, what is up guys, welcome back to E46 channel. On the last video I was trying to install grease fittings on my U-joint cups. First I tried to drill holes while the shaft was in place, but I didn't have success with that, so then I decided to take the shaft off the car, and with the shaft of the car I started drilling, but still no success with that. I don't know what material the cups were made of, but anyways I decided to take the U-joint apart and give it a good clean, because it was all rusted, stuck in place, and the needle bearings were all rusted and seized. So I greased everything, put everything back together, installed the shaft back in place, and drove it for almost 2 weeks. Everything is great, but this is just a temporary fix because I ordered a new part, and so I'm going to install the new U-joint. Even though it's not supposed to be replaced, I am gonna do this. Wow. Now that I know these cups come off, I am going to replace just the U-joint, not the shaft anymore. There we are back here. It's been almost 2 weeks since I ordered this part, and I got it on the mailbox yesterday. Okay, so the part number is 2201670, and now I believe I did drop a couple of the needle bearings inside on this side, because you can see, just 1 second, so you can see that the cup is actually out. I haven't touched it, I just got this out again just to replace it with a new one. So that I didn't touch, that is in place, that we didn't touch, and that is out. And as you can hear, there is play, and I was getting some weird noises once shutting off the car, like the rattle noise, like this one, and I believe it was coming from this one. Anyways, so I believe it is the same size, but we'll see that once we take the old one out. I tried to measure it from this distance here, and it looks like it is the same size, but let's take the old one out and we'll see how good we are going to perform, and how we are going to stake the new one in. Because we don't want to damage the shaft itself, it is better that we support it somewhere. Here is good. One side is almost out. There it is. And we can see all this rust. Like, there are the needle bearings that I thought I had dropped while putting it back. Anyways, since it was temporary, it worked good till now. And there is the comparison between them. Looks the same, except the fact that this is stronger, like even compared to the videos I've seen. This material is stronger than the one that they make them right now, but I went and chose the one that doesn't have holes in there, so, or grease fittings, so you fit grease in there in one spot or in all four or whatever kinds of U-joints are there. So I got the strongest one, and we'll see how that's gonna go. Yay, it's out. Okay, this one looks pretty good. I don't know if I can grab them with pliers and pull them out, but we'll try the pliers first. Nope. Okay, then we gotta play the game again. One gone. Same thing for the other side. This is actually easier now. Good. Once you give it a good clean, make sure that you file all the edges, so create a smooth pattern for the new U-joint. Make sure don't file too much, because you don't want to make the place here bigger, because the cup should be tight in this area. But just the edges that you have created from heating it or from the screwdriver when taking the cups out, just the edges you have created, and just make it smooth. Make sure it's ready for the new U-joint. Okay, so this one looks good. We'll give it another clean. We'll wipe it to get those shavings out from there. And there. That looks good. Package it came with, it said that there is barely any grease on those, so make sure you grease them before you put them in place. But make sure that you don't drop any of the needles, because that's where the problem will start. As long as you put this carefully and you don't drop any needle bearings, the whole process should be fine. Okay. It is not very hard to do, it's just that you gotta be very careful to not drop any needle bearing. Okay, now that it is in place, so both cups are on. I'm gonna start and tap it lightly with the hammer. Side is good. Do the top on the other side. So the fun part is right now that we have to align the cups. So I'm just gonna go below the edges where the old cup was. Same thing on this side, and we'll see how tight the U-joint is. One indicator if we dropped any needle bearings would be the cup wouldn't be in place, or would be damaged, or you'd be able to see some something on the side here to tell you that one of the bearings is off. So this one, as you can see, it's slightly below the edge where the old one was, and same thing this other side too. Let's make sure that we align this properly right now. Okay, it's right there. This is the way it goes. One more time inspection. We'll hit it lightly with the socket. To hold the new joint in place, the method I'm using is just a center punch tool. I'm hitting on the edges. I'm starting with the exact place where the BMW had them staked, and from there just create some more edges just to make it harder for the joint to come out, the cup actually, for the cup to fly out from there. And it's pretty easy, so just if I had the welding machine, I would have definitely used the welding instead of doing it this way, just that you have that peace of mind. But this way I'm not too worried too. It's just taking longer than what Could have taken with the welding machine, but it's fine. There. So there are 12 stakes right there. There's no way that will fly from there. And that is the final product. Moving so smooth. The very important step here is to align there. Okay, so last one, it is torqued at 44 foot/pound. Okay. There they are. So make sure you align the guibo and the shaft before you put it in. So make sure you mark it before you take out. Same thing with the rear here. It is a bit hard, especially if you don't have if you don't jack the car really high, so you have that tiny space to work. But it is doable. It's nothing special. And so instead of paying over $1,000 for replacing the whole shaft, like getting it new, I mean, because you can get it used, and used you don't know in what condition the guibo is, and the center bearing or the shaft itself and the U-joint. But anyways, so I only paid like $19 or $20 for the U-joint here, and I'm not sure if you can see there yeah, so the stakes I created myself, and should be fine. Like any other car, BMW shouldn't be doing this to replace the whole shaft when you only need the U-joint. So from a $20 part you end up spending over $1,000, or if you do it yourself, and if you take it to the shop, it's over $1,500. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if it was helpful, please consider subscribing for more interesting videos to come on the E46 330xi. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.